Hi, today we've got an old aircraft instrument to take apart and see what's inside for a teardown video. It's another donated item that I got. If you watch my earlier videos, you'll know where it came from. The previous guy that had it has removed the military connector and replaced it with a 25-pin D-type connector, just to make it easier to reverse engineer. Now he said he has managed to power this up, but I think he said there were some issues with it. I can't remember what he said, but we'll take it apart and have a look anyway and see what's inside. Now it's easy because all the screws have already been removed. In fact, that one just don't want to come out because yeah, it's been pushed in through the hole, so that's going to be... There we are. Right. Ooh. Definitely old electronic smell. It is an indicator drift angle for ground speed. Which aircraft it came from, I have no idea. Oh, it's got a really old electronic smell. Someone's fallen up there. Ah, that went there. I think he's had to remove that. Is that deep? That connector's in the way. Yeah, where is that? VT, they're rectifiers. No, they're transistors. In the 70s. Particularly British manufactured electronics. Component references didn't say T for transistor, they always used to put them as VT, so it just shows you the sort of vintage. It dates back to the days when there used to be valves, and they used to just put VT, so this is definitely from the early 70s, I'd reckon. Simple that VT, yeah, you can tell it's old. Look at the PCB traces, they've been hand drawn. Back before the days when they were CAD. Yeah. We've got here, so plenty of gears in there. I'm not going to destroy this instrument, it's going to be an ornament, so see if I turn them round. Yeah, that's tight. Precision, yeah, a couple of motors. Yeah, it's all motor driven by the look of it. Yeah, it's all motor driven. Gears are solid. So what you got here? Oh, no, they're not. They're not motors. They're, should have known with it saying Bournes on it, they're a manufacturer of resistors. They are potentiometers. They'll measure the position of the gears. Clever. What we've got at the back for anti module. Labelled as T1, that's transformer. That's going to be this thing obviously needs 400 Hz by the look of it. We've got there. That is motor, I think. Some unused wires here. Oh, that thing there, it says 400 cycles per second on it. 11 to 8 volts, 400 cycles per second. Right, where was I? Another phone call from these Indian call centres and scammers. Just told them to fuck off, so that's them dealt with. Right, where was I? Right, yeah, this thing here. It is 400 cycles per second, 11 to 8 volts. And that is a synchro controller transformer with a date code of 1976, week 11. You can see that down there. So I'm not going to strip this thing completely, so I want to preserve it. Quite a well-engineered piece of kit. Right. Got the front there. Yeah, it's all low voltage, so let's take this PCB out and have a look, see what's on that. Now obviously, like I say, it's been in bits. Somebody's had to go reverse engineering it. And that's, I can't remember if it says he powered it up or not. But needing 400 Hz, it's more likely to have 115 volt 400 Hz input, and it'll use that transformer at the back to step it down. So without a static inverter, that's something I have got. I need to repair it first. So could potentially power this up in the future and see what it does once I get that static inverter working. Oh, there's some notes on the back of that. Bollock. That's going to be it. Okay, I'll put it back to. So it will be getting used as an ornament, this thing, so it's not going to get destroyed. So I don't want to strip it down too much. So, somebody wasn't happy about a radio that I took apart. So you've destroyed a beautifully engineered part there, but so you can't keep all this stuff. When some of it I resell on eBay, but I just haven't got room to keep everything, so some stuff has to go, unfortunately, especially if it's not worth much. Right, this PCB, some really old capacitors, some transistors, look like SN524A1, yeah, there's two of them, and some ZTX. So I think it is. Just says ZTTB on them. Labelled as VT, so the transistors. These are the things that, yeah, these SN524s are labelled as X. I'll to see what they are. You see a bit more of the main things that drive all these wheels. Yeah, see that thing there, Muirhead Limited Synchro control transformer, 26 volts. What's that? And there's another, yeah, there's another one there. That's the one that runs on 11 to 8 volts. That turns that cog there. Which in turn turns that turns the main dial there, that's what turns that. And then you've got the other one. 26 volt one. That's the same one. Yeah, it's the same one. Why does it say 26 volt? Oh, that must be the part number, 26V. Yeah, it is. So what's it got here? What's this thing? That turns these things. Counters. Again, just a motor. And this main motor here. What's that turn? Ah, that's the main motor that turns the pointer, the indicator, and that's the synchro transformer. Not really sure how that works, but variable resistor there. that's been broken off. That's that thing there. That's been broken though. That must have been some control, but somebody's broken that. Yeah, it's very intricate bit of kit. Now the AC, but it's done a good job of replacing that military connector. Thing is, it would have been nice to know the pin out. That's your 400 Hz transformer. I presume that's your primary, and that's your secondary. Main wiring loom. Yeah. I think I'll have a go at maybe powering that up once I get my static converter working. Yeah, rectifier goes on there. Yeah, not much to it really. It's basically what's inside an old aircraft instrument. So if I do manage to power this up, I will post another video. Until then, thanks for watching, and check out the rest of my videos for some more avionics teardowns.